Hello class 12 students. I welcome you all in this session. Today we will discuss chapter 3, human reproduction, last part, that is fertilization, implantation, embryonic development, functions of the placenta, parturition and lactation. Let us start. What is fertilization? Fertilization is the fusion of sperm nucleus with the ovum nucleus to form a diploid zygote. After mating, the sperms are deposited in the vaginal canal of the female, and the motile sperm, they rapidly enters the uterus through the cervix to the ampulla isthmus junction, where the ovum waits for 48 hours. When sperm comes in contact with the ovum, any one of the sperm, they enter the zona pellucida layer of the ovum and induces some changes in this membrane so that additional entry of the sperm is stopped. The enzymes present in the acrosome of the sperm are called acrosine or sperm lysine. After fertilization, the completion of the meiosis II occurs to form secondary oocyte and the second polar body. Finally, a diploid zygote is produced as a result of fertilization. Next, let us understand the process of implantation. After the formation of zygote, the zygote divides mitotically and they form, due to the cleavage of the cells, a 8 to 16 cell stage morula is formed. And this 2-celled, 4-celled, 8-celled, 16-celled daughter cells which are produced are called blastomeres. So after the formation of morula, blastulation occurs. That is the formation of blastula, a 32-celled stage embryo. After the formation of blastula, the outermost layer of the blastula is called trophoblast, and the inner cell mass, which is going to form the embryo, is formed, and the trophoblast layer get attached to the endometrium layer of the uterus, and inner cell mass of the blastula, they give rise to the embryo. And this process is called implantation. Now, after the attachment of the trophoblast, the outer layer is going to form the chorion, and the chorionic villi, which is the finger-like projections that grows into the endometrium. This intimated condition between chorionic villi and uterine tissues, they form the structural and functional unit between the developing embryo and the maternal body called placenta. Now, what is the role of the placenta? First, it provides nutrients and oxygen to the growing embryo. They also remove carbon dioxide, waste material through the mother's blood. The placenta also acts as an endocrine tissues because they produces several hormones like HCG, human chorionic gonadotropin, HPL, human placental lactogen, estrogen, progesterone, etc., which are essential for the maintenance of the gestation period. In later phase of the pregnancy, relaxin hormone are also secreted by the ovary, and other hormones like estrogen, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, etc., are also released for the supporting fetal growth and some metabolic changes in mother's body during pregnancy. An umbilical cord connects placenta with the embryo that helps in the transportation of nutrients, waste material from the embryo to the mother's blood. Now, what happens to the blastocyst which enters or embedded in the endometrium layer of the uterus? The inner mass cells of the blastocyst, they forms the embryo, which is made up of 3 germinal layers. Outer layer is called ectoderm, inner layer endoderm, and middle layer mesoderm. These layers, they are supposed to form the organs of the fetal body. Ectoderm forms the external layer, mesoderm internal organs, and endoderm lining of the coelomic cavity. Now, the changes occurs in the fetus. After 1 month of the pregnancy, the embryo heart is developed. In the 2nd month of the pregnancy, fetus limbs and digits are developed. By the end of the 3rd month, organ system are formed. During 5th month, appearance of hair on the head and fetal movement is observed by the pregnant mother. After 6 months, the body is covered with the fine hairs, eyelids separates, eyelashes are also formed. And by the end of the 9 month of pregnancy, the fetus is completely developed and it is ready to delivered out from the mother's womb. Now, what is parturition? As we all know that the average duration of pregnancy is about 9 months, which is called gestation period. So, after the completion of the gestation period, there is a vigorous contraction of uterus happens, and this process is called parturition. In this parturition method, many neuroendocrine hormones they participate, and due to fetal ejection reflex, this is the signal developed from the fully developed fetus and the placenta, which induces severe uterine contraction, which triggers the release of the oxytocin from the maternal pituitary gland. The oxytocin hormone induces stronger uterine muscle contraction, which in turn stimulate further secretions of the oxytocin, and finally the fetus or a fully developed baby is delivered through the vaginal canal. Sometimes, if the baby head is not in the right position, then the doctor has to perform C-section to take out the baby from the mother's body. Now, the last step of the pregnancy is lactation. Lactation, the mammary gland of the female, they undergo certain development and start producing milk at the end of the pregnancy. This is called lactation. This helps the mother to feed the newborn baby, and the first milk which comes out from the mammary gland of the mother, initial lactation days, is called colostrum. The colostrum contains several antibodies like hemoglobin A, IgA, and nutrients like calcium, fats, lactose, which is important for the baby growth and development, as well as it provides passive immunity to the newborn baby. Hence, it is recommended by the doctor that breastfeeding is important for bringing up a healthy baby. So, this chapter is concluded. Thank you.